It's also, of course, communicating daily with actors once you're in the rehearsal hall. It's communicating with visual artists, a whole, series of designers. So, I think there is, inherently there is something verbal going on. And then, I also really think that it's about showing up on time, awake, and ready to give and receive. And it's showing up prepared, but also willing to roll with whatever those great collaborators also bring to the table, and having the ability to sort of commit to the best idea, not necessarily your idea. Like no play actually has to exist. Period. But these people, they go to a cafe, or they sit in their living room, or they scribble on the subway, and all of a sudden, then they hand it over. So there is sort of a, I don't know, there is something at once compelling, as well as you recognize that there's sort of, I'm honored to have these pages. And I think sometimes actors, there is a point where they know that while they will get there, they're not there. And there's a mortification factor of like, I'm so sorry. And I sort of feel that way. But a number of actors that I've worked with are sort of like, wow, great, there it is. Now I can really think about this specifically. I mean, it's like what you said about grabbing the fabric, and it's sort of like, okay, all right. I just like, it unlocks something in me that lets me think more deeply about it, lets me feel more deeply about it. And sort of the epicenter of where I'm holding a play sort of goes from the brain to other places in my body once I'm dealing with an actor that can really lift something off the page. I'm a big fan of like grabbing these little conversations so that there isn't like one deadline-y, experience of like, now we must solve the problem. Like we get to sort of dream for a while, which is really important. And then, at a certain point, I'm hoping really early, we swing in the lighting designer. Who is also a big visual thinker. I rely on lighting designers a ton. I do a lot of new plays as well. And there's like, they're musical thinkers, they're visual thinkers. They're sort of, what they do is kind of mysterious to me. Like, a set designer, it's sort of like, it's walls and a sofa, I get it. Lighting, it's sort of like, whoa, you just changed the play. How did you do that? Then we just talk through the plays, and it's a mixture of talking through tone. Sometimes it is talking really specifics of like, I really need a refrigerator. And like, please, you can strip the kitchen down, but give me a fridge. So you sort of swing back and forth between like the lofty idea of like, this is a messy world, this is a dangerous world, this is a prickly world, whatever sort of crazy adjectives that aren't inherently visual even. But it's like, oh, right, there's something that we have created, and now we are in service of that. There was one